Today is the auspicious day. On this auspicious day, we are celebrating 134th birth anniversary of Lainingan Nauria Phulo. In connection with the agenda, now I request to Khorakpam Ongbi Bebita to read short life story of Lainingan Nauria Phulo. Thank you.
So, good afternoon to everyone, my elders. Now I'm going to say some few lines about the Lainingan Nauria Phulo. So, I hope all will be not mind if they is find any guilty or something. Okay, then let's begin. Lainingan Nauria Phule was born on Tuesday, Bhadra Krishna's Saptami Tithi in 1810 Sakabda, the previous day of Janmashtami according to Bengali calendar years, and 28 August 1888 according to Christian era at a Syrian village Laishamkhun Mayailekai, now known as Rajeshwar 2, which is situated 7 km from Lala town towards north on the bank of the river Katakal. He came to a noble family of rich cultural heritage of the Meitei community, whose origin family tree could be easily traced at Meitei Lepak, Manipur. He was born at a time when classification and orthodoxy in the Hindus, particularly among the Meiteis, prevailed with climates. In his childhood, he was very lovely, as if the child was shaped into. His parents took much more care to nourish the child, and thus young Kundre grew, and later when he was brought to school, the teachers gave him a new name, Phul, as the boy was lovely as the flowers. The word Phul, that means flower, is pronounced as Phulo by the Meiteis in colloquial tongue. He received early education in Rajeshwarpur, number 34 LP school, upper primary at Lala, and middle vernacular at Narsinghpur, Silchar, with a brilliant career. He passed the entrance examination in the year 1914 from Government Victoria Memorial High School, Hailakandi, and in the same year he was given as offer to serve as an assistant teacher in the same school, where she served for about 2 years. Then he was transferred and joined as an assistant headmaster in Lala ME School, now upgrade to MP and Higher Secondary. He served there about a year, and painful circumstances bound him to resign from the post, and then he served as an office assistant in the office of Deputy Commissioners, Kasa, Silchar, for about 6 months. Later on, he joined the Assam Police, served as a sub-inspector in the year 1981. During this year, he shifted his family to Laishamkhun Mamanglekai, leaving his birthplace, that is from Rajeshwarpur Part 2 to Part 5, and permanently settled there. His thoughtful mind and thirst for knowledge always led him to search for ways and means to bring about all around development of mankind, especially for the Meiteis, his own community. During his service in Assam Police, he was posted as Dibrugarh, Bokaghat, Amingao, etc., who inspired him in the line of thinking he cherished so long. Especially the saint belongs to Meitei community. He came across where Saint Council with Angodi after King Pamheiba embraced Vaishnav culture. It may be mentioned here that there was a time when might and force were the media to preach and propagate religion. In Meitei Lepak, such things happened during the reign of King Pamheiba. All ancient scripture, writing and record related to various knowledge and information about the ways of life of the origin of Meiteis were burned down to ashes. This is an historical fact. Thus, the major portion of the Meiteis were converted to Vaishnava culture. The Meiteis, although seemingly in the Vaishnava culture, never abandoned and forgot the old culture which had been prevailing since Meiteis memory. The old saying depicted vividly in the Puyas, that means Puranas. Traditionally, history of the Meiteis in respect of religion, that there should come in time when a prophet shall be born in a place west to Meitei Leipak in a noble old Meitei family who should detect a religious order to Meiteis. We also firmly believe that the birth of Laininghan Nauria Phulo coincides the above saying. It is clearly mentioned in Kaibarol and all scripture written during the reign of King Khangamba. During the last part of his service, that is in 1928, he received a divine call and vision at Rangia, and he was dedicated to devote whole time for the noble cause of ancient Meiteis religion of Apokpa worship and to stand the bigotry of blind faith existence among the masses, particularly amongst the Meiteis. In course of his movement to remove the superstitious idea in respect of religious amongst the Meiteis, he first confronted with a number of destructive criticism. Much more altercations were made with the Lord Daru Brahma, a Sanskrit or Bengali word. Laininghan Nauria Phulo translated and interpreted the word Daru Brahma into Meitei language as Ukanglai and gave some explanation on it. At this, the elders of the society became furious without realizing the reality. This affair had further culminated his effort, and as a result, he was ousted and boycotted from the society before he formally pronounced the underlying religious idea in Apokpa Lining. At the critical junction, his 3 brothers and 4 brother-in-laws protested against the kind of action, and they too were ousted and boycotted in August 1929 AD. These 7 persons, along with their family members, firmly determined and promised in the name of Apokpa to follow Laininghan Nauria Phulo. At this prophet, Laininghan Phulo admired this man with great pleasure. Being dictated and also inspired by the sadhus and saints and the circumstances which led the Meiteis to the dummy state, he had to retire voluntarily from the government service in the year 1931 before 10 years of superannuation of his pensionable age of that time, and came to his homeland to devote himself whole time of the noble cause. Here lies the secret of his sacrifice and dedication. Before the acceptance of voluntary retirement from his service by the government, he founded and established an universal religious institute on Saturday, 12th April 1930, on the auspicious day of the previous day of Chaitra Sankranti according to Bengali calendar year, which it follows in the name of Apokpa Maru, with the objective and to spread and renovation in ritual and religious function. He denounced the idea of supremacy of one caste over another. Want to set up a classless Meitei society. At the beginning, he confronted a good deal of obstruction created by God's people. Many a move were made to spoil him. In September 1931, Laininghan Nauria Phulo was invited by some well-whispered and accordingly, along with his followers, visited the place of Lauremba Bhagya of Tingumkhul, Sudarshanpur, with a view to spread the ideas of Apokpa Lining and perform a function there. Here he confronted with a great deal of obstruction created by his opponents. Another great occurrence took place in 1933 while performing certain rituals of purifying the ceremonial deflamed equation by birth for a newborn female child of Lauremba Maipak of Thingongkhun. Laininghan Nauria Phulo with his followers attending the function were severely attacked from all corners by opponents. This issue being very much serious has been referred to the court and the verdict of the court came out in favor of Apoppo Maruk. Nothing could stand against him as because his idea was on the principle, what it is and what it ought to be. In the long run, the idea took its wing and spread. We reckon 1930s as turning point of the Meitei's history in respect of religious faith. The place where he first pronounced and declared the ideas among his followers on the 12th April 1930 formally had been known to his men as Thunasang, the original institute of Apoppo Maruk to preach and propagate Apoppo Lining. Laininghan Nauria Phulo in his lifetime constitute a body comprising of 12 superior devotees, whom he called Ahan Taranithoi. All important matters were discussed and dedicated by discussed by this body. Since then, the formation and constitute of Ahan Taranithoi had been conventionally carried on and it is still followed as if the body of Laininghan himself. Okay, thank you.
Yai Pare, Yai Pare.
Many thanks to Khorakpa Mongbi Bebita for reading life history of our prophet Laininghan Nauria Phulo. So many thanks.
Thank you.
Apopana Yai Pare.
Yai Pare.
Laininghan Yai Pare.
Yai Pare.
Sidama Po Yai Pare.
Yai Pare.
Yai Pare. Yai Pare.
Yai Pare.
Apopana Yai Pare.
Yai Pare. Datri.